Thanks for clicking. This is my 8th update for This is Pantasy. This is a Pantastic Ladies collab that was created by Allie of Wonder in Alleyland. It started on October 11th last year and it goes to October 11th this year. It is a prompt-based project themed around mythical creatures. There were 21 prompts to choose from. You could either roll them all in at once or do it roulette style. I'm doing it roulette style as a progressive project, so I started with 5 products. If I get to an update and I don't have any rollouts, I would roll something in anyway, which would increase the number of products that I'm working on for the rest of the project. As of the last month, I was working on 7, and I'm going to go through the 7 that I was working on and we'll see what's coming in and if anything is leaving. For the last several months, I have been working on the prompt Dragon, and in case you didn't know, a dragon is a large serpentine legendary creature depicted as winged, horned, 4-legged, and capable of breathing fire or ice. And that is a large product. So I brought in this It's a 10 Miracle Deep Conditioner Plus Keratin. This is a 17.5 ounce bottle. You can see my progress lines there, and that bottom line is from the last update. And I haven't made a new line on this because in the last month this has gotten to the point where the pump no longer works. So I transferred the product into a little silicone travel bottle, and we are all the way up to here now. So there's a perfect fit for the product in here, and I will be working on finishing this over the next month or two, and this should finally be done. This is a really nice conditioner. I've just had it for a really long time. I think it's been over a year since I've used any other conditioner. But that's okay, and I'll be sad to see it go because it is very nice. It is expensive though, so I'm not sure that I'd repurchase it. The next oldest prompt that I've had in this project is zombie. A zombie is a person that was supernaturally reanimated, walking dead, decaying or rotting skin, hungry for human flesh, and that is a product that is falling apart. I picked this, the Beauty Crop PBJ Smoothie Stick in the shade Guava Nice Day. I can't roll this all the way up because it is broken. My goal is to use this 10 times. At the last update, I'd used it twice. I've used it 5 more times, giving me a total of 7, so I still have 3 uses to go on this. I love this color. This is a very old product though, and I need to be working on finishing this at some point. But in this project, it's just gonna be 10 uses, and I am happy to be using it. Next is Werewolf, a human with the ability to shift into a wolf. Heightened senses, shift during a full moon, silver bullets are a weakness. That is a celestial themed product. So I brought in this single pigment. It's the Ardency Inn Monster Manuka Honey Enriched Pigment in the shade Heaven. So Heaven would be celestial. My goal is to use this 10 times. Last month I had 4 uses on it. I've used it 1 more time for a total of 5. So not that impressive in terms of use. It is really pretty though, and it is rather impactful. So I do still like this even though it's very old. And I think this is more of a summer to autumn type of shade, so I might be picking up my usage on this in the next couple of months. It has taken a backseat to some other eyeshadows though, so it's been a little bit slower going than I expected, but I will be continuing to use this for Werewolf. For the last 2 months, I've been working on the prompt Vampire, a creature that subsists by feeding on the vital essence of living, believed to drink blood, be immortal, have heightened senses, hates silver, sunlight, garlic, holy symbols, and wooden stakes. And that is a blood red product. It's not quite blood red, but it's the Essie Expressi Quick Dry Nail Polish in the shade Send a Message. It's a bit orangier than blood. My goal was to use this 5 times. At the last update, I had 2 uses. I have used it the other 3 uses, so this is rolling out. It is on my toes right now. This isn't quite as opaque as the other Essie Expressi nail polishes that I have, but I still do like the color. It's a good summer shade, and I'm still only using 2 coats, so it would probably work better if I used 3. But I'm going to be keeping this around. I'm probably going to be using it more this summer, and I'm glad I bought this. Also, for the last 2 months, I have been working on Witch or Wizard, a person who practices magic derived from supernatural, occult, or arcane sources, and that is a magic-themed product. I picked this Del Sol Color Change Nail Polish in the shade Ruby Slipper, referencing the Wizard of Oz, and it's also kind of magical because it does change color in the sun, which is cool. It's a clear polish with silver glitter in it when you're indoors, but when the UV light hits it, it turns to that color. And I've had this for over 10 years, so it doesn't turn very quickly or as vibrantly as it used to. But given its age, I'm still really impressed that it's changing at all. I really do like this. I used it twice previous to this month, and I've used it 2 more times in the last month for a total of 4. And I am trying to finish this. And I have added nail polish thinner to it, so some of the product that was stuck to the walls are now no longer stuck to the walls. And so it actually looks like I have more in there than I did before, but that's okay because I do like this and I'm going to keep using it. I have had this for a long time, and when I bought this, my mom also got some at the same time. And in case you wondered, the best way to store these is in the dark. So my mom keeps her nail polishes like out, and I put mine in a drawer. Hers stopped changing color a while ago, and this one will actually still work. So if you're buying these, they do last longer in terms of the color change effect if you store them somewhere dark. Just an FYI. Last month I pulled in the prompt Yeti, an ape-like creature purported to inhabit the Himalayan mountains in Asia, commonly referred to as the abominable snowman, and that's a winter or snow-themed product. So I went to Bath & Body Works, or at least my stash of Bath & Body Works, and pulled out this Frozen Lake Gentle Foaming Hand Soap, and this is meant to smell like frozen cypress, eucalyptus, and juniper berry. So in addition to the wintry name, it's kind of a wintry pine type scent. And that's where I was last time and where I am this time. I am trying to finish this. This is sitting on my least used sink, so it is slow going, and I think it's maybe 1 or 2 more months, could be 2, probably just 1, and I should have this rolling out next time. It's not my favorite Bath & Body Works scent, so I don't think I'd get this one again. There are others that I like a lot better. Last month, I also rolled in the prompt Hydra, a many-headed serpent or monster. Heads grow back when cut off. And so that's a product you keep panning and panning, but never finish. And my goal is to finish it, so we'll see how long that takes. It's a promotional lip balm. That's a logo for a bank that I've never had anything to do with. I think I got this at a conference. My goal is to finish it, and there's not much in there. There wasn't much left before, but there's a very thin layer of product around the walls. I've used this 14 times in the last month. This lid's on my bedside table. I don't carry it with me because I do want to have clean fingers when I'm sticking them in there and then putting them on my mouth. So this is something I just use at night, and I'm still working on trying to finish it. I only have 1 rollout this month, but that does mean that I'm not adding another product into this project permanently, so that's good at least. My 1 rollout is Vampire, and so I'm going to bring 1 in. And at the last update, I rolled in the last 2 of the 21 prompts for this year. I am going to keep adding products, but they're going to be from other rounds of this project, and so I'm not exactly breaking rules, just bending them very slightly. And so the one I'm going to be bringing in this time is Typhon, considered the mightiest and deadliest monster in Greek myth, known as the father of all monsters, a fire-breathing dragon who had 100 heads that never slept. And that is a product you felt fathered a trend. This one was kind of tricky, but what I decided to go with was the NYX Glitter Primer. And that's because before I had this, I feel like a lot of us did this where we only had 1 eye primer that we used all the time and we didn't use different primers for different looks. But since I've had this, I'm using this when I want something more sparkly and a different primer when I want something more subtle. So the trend I think this might have set, at least in my case, is to use different primers depending on what eyeshadow look you're going with. And I'm just going to have a 10 use goal on this, which should be relatively easy. So 10 uses on the primer for Typhon. So there's my update. I had 1 rollout and 1 roll-in, which is better than none, so I'm okay with that. For next month, I'm not sure how it's going to go because I have a lot of products that I feel like are going to take me 2 more months to meet my goal, but it's going to be cutting it close. We'll find out. Maybe I'll get more than I think in the next update. I do have just 3 uses left on this lip crayon for Zombie. At the same time though, I just started another project and I have several lip products in there, so I'm not sure if I'm going to prioritize this or not yet to get my last 3 uses on Zombie. And then there's the conditioner, which I think this is going to take me 2 months, but we're going to find out exactly how much conditioner I use in a month, given that I'm only using it once a month, so we'll see there. And then there's this hand soap, and that could be 1 month, it could be 2 left on there, I'm not entirely sure. And then I might get the 10 uses on this primer depending on how sparkly I want to be. So we'll find out. It could be as many as 4 rollouts, maybe it's only 1, I don't know. But in any case, good luck to you on all your projects, and I'll see you next month. Bye.